Hello, my name's Jessica, and today I will tell you something about a humble bean with an extraordinary legacy: soy. There are nearly 7,500 varieties of soybean, and in 50 years, their world's production increased 8.4 times, and the global service devoted to this crop grew 4.3 times, from 28.8 million hectares in 1986 to almost 125 million hectares in 2018, which corresponds to an area larger than the whole of South Africa. With its 388 million tonnes produced worldwide in 2022, soy was worth a special broadcast. Welcome to Food History Pills. Soybean cultivation commenced in the eastern half of northern China around 2000 BC, although its origins likely extend even further back. The earliest known proof of glycine utilization dates back to the charred remnants of wild soybean found at the Neolithic site of Jiuzhou in Henan Province, China, an archaeological location inhabited between 9,000 and 7,800 years ago. This region has yielded an abundance of charred soybean specimens. According to the Chinese myth, Emperor Shennong declared 5 plants sacred in 2853 BC: soybeans, rice, wheat, barley, and millet. From the 1st century AD through the Age of Discovery, 15th to 16th century soybeans dispersed across South and Southeast Asia due to the establishment of both sea and land trade routes. The earliest documented mention of soybeans in the Japanese text appears in the classic Kojiki, a record of ancient matters, completed in 712 AD. By the 13th century, the soybean had arrived and cultivated in Indonesia. The problem arrived much earlier, however, carried by traders or merchants from southern China. The earliest known reference to the temper appeared in 1815, the Surat Senthi manuscript. The development of temper fermented soybean cake probably took place earlier, around 17th century, in Java. In 1603, Jesuit priests in Nagasaki compiled and published the renowned Japanese-Portuguese dictionary Vocabulário de Língua de Lampa, which included the concise and lucid explanations for approximately 20 soy food related terms, making the first instance in the European language. By at least the 17th century, Luso-Hispanic traders had acquired knowledge of soybeans and soybean productions through their trade in the Far East. However, it wasn't until the late 19th century that the initial endeavour to cultivate the soybeans within the Iberian Peninsula was undertaken. The year 1880 saw the first cultivation of soybeans in Portugal's botanical gardens at Coimbra. In 1910, Spain witnessed its inaugural efforts in soybean cultivation, led by the Count of San Bernardo. He initiated soybean cultivation on the Alamo estate in southwest Spain, situated approximately 48 miles east-northeast of Seville. Soybeans found their initial entry in North America from China in 1765, courtesy of Samuel Bowen. Bowen, a former sailor with the East India Trading Company, has previously voyaged to China alongside James Flint, who held the distinction of being the first Englishman permitted by the Chinese authorities to learn the language. In 1765, Henry Young cultivated the earliest New World soybean, harvested in Skidaway Island, Georgia, using seeds bestowed by Samuel Bowen. Likely with the support from Flint, Bowen cultivated soy near Savannah, Georgia, even producing soy sauce from their export to England. Despite soybeans' 1765 debut in North America, from the subsequent 155 years, the crop predominantly served as fodder. World wars propelled soy into their industrial prominence. From oil to meal, it became a strategic resource. Post-war, soy's versatility shone in both food and industrial applications. The soybean is one of the richest and cheapest sources of protein and is a staple for the diets of people and animals in numerous parts of the world. The seed contains 17% oil and 63% meal, 50% of which is protein. Because soybeans contain no starch, they're a good source of proteins for diabetics. In East Asia and elsewhere, the bean is extensively consumed with forms of soy milk, a whitish liquid suspension, and tofu, a curd somewhat resembling cottage cheese. Soy sauce, a salty brown liquid, is produced from crushed soybeans and a wheat that undergoes yeast fermentation in salt water for 6 months to a year or more. It is a ubiquitous ingredient in Asian cooking. In the realm of health and nutrition, soy is celebrated as a meat alternative, supporting vegetarianism and diverse diets. Health agencies worldwide endorse soybeans for a variety of health benefits, including lowering blood cholesterol, reducing rates of coronary disease, diabetes, stroke, and numerous forms of cancer. Today, soy is at the centre of debates surrounding GMOs, deforestation, and sustainability. Its cultivation has both positive and negative ecological impacts, sparking a dialogue on responsible farming. From the bustling markets of Asia to the heartland fields of America, soy's influence is far-reaching. It's a global crop that feeds economies, traditions, and people. Looking forward, soy faces both challenges and opportunities. Technological advancements and commitment to the sustainable practices may shape the future of this remarkable bean. There you have it, it's over. Feel free to share this episode or any other food history pills. And don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay always updated with our content here on the History Food channel. And remember, eating is a privilege. Enjoy it. Bye.